Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another stadium game. This is Quickplay. So I've pretty much exclusively been playing competitive. And look, Blizzard said that 3% of the player base were playing Quickplay on any given day with 3% competitive. So I thought, let's go and see what it's all about. So I decided to skip the armory phase. We're just running a basic chain grass build. You know, the usual, yeah, nothing crazy. It was more, obviously, the format, how cash is different. And we just wanted to know how the games actually feel. So I thought, yeah, let's get straight into the action. On our team, we do have a Doomfist, Junkrat, Genji, myself on Moira, and a Juno. Enemy team is Ryan, Ashe, Soldier 76, Anna, and a Mercy. Of course, in Quickplay, one of the key differences is that players can leave the game and other players will join. They'll get a certain amount of cash and they can then rebuild, which does present some problems. One of those being you may have itemized to fight a specific hero, and then that hero suddenly leaves the game and somebody else joins. But, you know, it's Quickplay. We're not going to take it that seriously, which is why we're also pretty much a full DPS Moira in these games. Yes, I said games. There are multiple games. The second one's really interesting. The last one's kind of cool. But yeah, the second one, I think you guys will like that. So this is the first one. We do hear footsteps from the soldier. Ooh, nearly got him down, but faded. We could have maybe stayed there a little bit longer. Ashe does get taken down by a Doomfist though. Oh, dynamites. Hopefully they don't hit. That Ryan's gone for the 200% charge distance, can pin multiple enemies or whatever the power is. So it's, yeah, I was expecting coming out of spawn a very, you know, set play. Like where they come and pin your whole team and you see the clips on TikTok and stuff. But it didn't happen. The Ryan just kind of didn't do a lot. Looking for the Soldier 76 now. Couldn't find him. Ryan does get taken down. And we are going to take the first round. Team's got a nice 5k cash lead or so. We get 20,000 cash. 20k. I mean, I know there's less rounds, right? But just think, like, what we can get with that. We are going to show the armory phases for the other parts of the game. Because, you know, some of you guys will play Quickplay. You'll be able to see now what our first round build is, just in case you're unfamiliar with it. Chain grasp, electrolytes, medkit gadget, and weapon grease. We're going to pick up Cross Orbal over in round 2. And now we've got 16k to play with. Shield Buster. I just like that item in general, but they don't really have that much armor or shields. So maybe there's other ways to do this. 16.8k. So Weapon Jammer's just really nice. It'd be nice if the soldier's building any attack speed. If we get aftermarket firing pin or something, then we can sell one of these. I really don't want to give up electrolytes. And the question is, what are we going to get with our 4k? Wrist wraps make sense because we've got Cross Orbal, which uses ability power. And we've got Chain Grasp, uses attack speed. So, yeah, I mean, this is alright. It's... I mean, if I was willing to give up electrolytes, it might be quite nice. But, look, I want to be able to spawn quickly. I want to be able to damage their whole team right at the start. Have a little buffer every time that I spawn. And, yeah, if we do get eliminated, then we're going to get the movement speed. Also, guys, in the downtime, if you could do me a huge favor and hit that like button on the video, it really helps me out. Also lets me know that you guys do like the content. I know we're doing stadium games, and in this case it's a quick play series. I will be doing more ranked games. I do hear the comments. I do read every single comment that comes into the channel. I don't always have the time to reply because that would then be a full-time job, but I do read them all, and I do hear how much people are liking the ranked content. So yeah, we will be doing some more ranked content, but I still like playing stadium, even with its few problems. Look how aggressive we play. This is quick play for you. Wow, we're there so quickly. Use our medkit gadget. Ryan's going for the pin. We're going to jump up top. Okay, the orb could have probably been a little bit later than that so that we'd actually be able to use the heal orb, but it's okay because we're just going to be able to fade back. Let's flat bounce that orb. Get the chain grasp out onto the entire enemy team. Medkit gadget as well. Gonna have to fade somewhere. Look, I mean, we're not really backing down much. Okay, we're backing down a little bit. But now we're going back out again, even with 100 and something health. Ashe eliminated. Soldier also eliminated. The chain grasp DPS Moira is in full swing. Damage orb, cross orbal, coalescence also leading the way. Ryan's not really taking too much damage. We do get antied and set on fire. Just about saving the Junkrats. Look, we're still healing a little bit. See? It's not full on like DPS Moira. I mean, we're very aggressive. We're stupidly aggressive. More damage just on the Ryan, hoping that we can chain to some further away targets. Not sure I'm going to be able to save the Junkrat there. In fact, didn't even try. Junkrat down. Ashe, oh, it's so weak. Can we push up there? We did use Medkit gadget a little bit too early there. Okay, that's them done. They're both going to get done here. Okay, keep the high ground. Don't want to go down there against the Ryan. Does hit a nice fire strike on us. Flat bounce the orb. Hopefully tag the Ana, who's our actual focus here. Does get a significant amount of overhealth and nano boost over onto the Ryan, but the Ryan's not really moving with it. Got coalescence to try and pressure the Ana. Fade the sleep dart. Line up as many players as we can. Ana's getting very low. Does get taken down. No more nano boosts for them. Damage orb and chain grasping over onto the Ashe. Ashe retreats. Soldier's still out there though. The spawn turret. And a bubble. Oh wow, that was close. I was thinking that the spawn turret's gonna wreck us there, but actually the Bob right at the last second we just managed to escape. Soldier's used his visor, but it's not really gonna matter because we got the jump on him. And yeah, our damage output's really strong right now. If he turns quick enough, he can force us to fade before we kill him, but the reaction has to be really quick. Ashe dynamites are in play. Gonna fade it all the way around. He didn't go where I thought he was gonna go. Do still manage to eliminate them. We do take round number 2. Something like 8k damage that round. Another 18,000 cash, 38,000 cash going into round 3. I mean, that would mean by round 4 we'd be full build in pretty much every one of my builds. That's kind of cool. Right, what to build here in terms of power? I'm wondering if Necrotic Orb's really worth it. But then I always remember that it just triggers Chain Grasp. And it's a separate cooldown. And right now we're using a lot of Chain Grasp. Not going to go Commander's Clip. Just don't know why I was even hovering over that. I was probably thinking of something else. Booster Jets. Now, I don't buy this item too often, but it is really good. If you're playing exactly like this, and I mean way too aggressive for your own good, then Booster Jets is amazing. Phantasmic Flux. Optional. Do we really need the lifesteal? Should we just go a bit more extreme? Like, we've got the perfect amount of cash to pick up. Not alternative energy. Well, Sky Ordnance, probably not. I don't think they've got the health there. We could get Phantasmic Flux. Yeah, I think Necrotic Orb is going to be the way. We'll try out Phantasmic Flux. I actually thought I was going to sell it and buy a different item. See, I don't remember exactly how these games go. Maybe that's in a future game that we play. Right, going into round 3. Let's keep up the insanity levels of aggression. Looking for a Necrotic Orb as soon as anyone shows their head. We do splash, but nobody's there. They seem really, really slow to get out of the spawn. In fact, some of them have just gone a different direction. Soldier being sneaky. Did he go underground to get there? I don't think I've ever seen that, like, that way. Because he didn't run across main. I mean, we're chasing him down now. Still 200 health. He does use his heal station, but we have our heal orb. Ashe hit by Necrotic Orb. Doesn't hit for too much damage. Chain grasp on the Mercy. We hear the Rhine. We were kind of ready to fade it. Okay, made sure that we jumped up onto the high ground. Always good to try and find a little zone of high ground when you're against the when you hear a Rhine pin. Junkrat not able to do that, but Doomfist comes in with a punch, takes him down. That soldier's hurting actually. I think it might be the damage boost from the Mercy. We chose poorly when it came to the Necrotic Orb direction. We tried to pre-fire it. They all are all grouped in that room. Don't want to fire the orb all the way down towards the spawn, because it'll take ages to get back. So I thought I'll try and trap it in that little room. Great little nano from the enemy Ana. Necrotic Orb should help our Doomfist out a little bit. We fired an orb. There was a low health player there. We do actually take him down. It was the Mercy. Ryan's probably going to pin again. It's not going to matter. We can just Necrotic Orb him. And it's quick play. So why not? Doomfist pushing forward. Damage over onto the Ana. There is a player. I think it's the Ashe behind us somewhere. Oh, we got shot by something. Soldier with another visor. We don't have Necrotic Orb. We're going to have to fade all the way out. If he tracked us quickly there, he might have been able to eliminate us. Necrotic Orb does hit the soldier here. Expecting the rotation. There's a few players there. We medkit first. And damage orb over onto the backline. Ana's taken down by the Genji. We're pushing over onto the Ashe. Ashe very, very weak. Mercy, I think, got some crazy boost heal over onto them. But it is going to cost Mercy a life. We weren't ready for that shatter, but... Oh, Necrotic Orb saves the junk. Oh, that was clean. That was really clean. Can we also save the Genji? Oh, Bob nanoed. Necrotic Orb on Bob. Saves the Junkrat again. I heal more in quick play when I'm full DPS than I do in competitive Overwatch. That was some crazy saves. 20k damage, 37 eliminations, 1 death. And... play of the game. Which moment was it? Do you think it was the save? No. I wanted it to be the save over onto the Junkrat. The combination of Necrotic Orb, Coalescence. That was just some fine Moira gaming. But this is not the only game. We have joined a new game that's already in progress. If you notice, it's already in round 2. This is a feature of quick play that you can fill. We have 14,800 cash. A bit of time to buy. At least we started while we're still in the armory phase. Normally, if you're filling a game, it's kind of frustrating because the players have normally left because they were getting rolled, and then you join into a game, you know, you could be also getting rolled. So I'm quite excited when I get put into this scenario, because then I'm like, oh, okay, so some people rage quit against the enemy team, so let's go ready to try hard on this one. So wrist wraps, shield buster. Got space for one more item. Wondering if I should sell shield bust, but not against the Sigma. Do I really need anything defensive? Probably not. So emergency chip. No, there's no real like hard hitting. Maybe Sojourn railguns, but because I played the previous game and I only died once, I don't think we're going to get that much out of emergency chip. So we go for our old friend advanced nanobiotics. Now I kind of stopped buying this item a bit because I preferred items with more health, but yeah, let's play it in this one. It's still a great item. Obviously, when you've got cross orbital and things, you are also doing a decent amount of healing, so you're going to frequently get that attack speed increase. And so we're already starting this game 1 round down. Let's see if we can turn it around for our team. The ones who stayed didn't quit. They've now been rewarded with a flanking Moira, which for most people is not a reward, it's a punishment, but we'll see how this goes. Nobody's even seen us yet up top. We're getting so much damage out on everyone. Fade forward, that is going to trigger chain grasp. There's a Sojourn there. Oh. Okay, I mean, medkit gadget used as well. Fade the Sojourn railgun shot. Damage orb over onto the Ana. I mean, we can push that if we need to. Okay, let's just fade through the doorway. Yeah, kinda carnage. We pushed through expecting the Torb to run out there, but he actually just stayed kind of top. Also used our gadget, which is not the best play. Torb turret's out there somewhere. We're not too afraid of that one though. Chain Grasp kills the Mercy. Another Fade jump up top. Sigma's still around here with the Torb as well. We just need an orb, but we're going to wait for him to finish absorbing. Sigma got very weak, but the Torb's going to go down. Fade the rock, jump up top again. And the orb. The orb hit the street light. No, nearly got baited into the spawn turret. Jump bait the railgun shot again. Gonna have to find our way out of there though. Medkit gadget used. Should chain grasp over onto the turret as well. Hopefully eliminate that. Turret's very low as you can see. The Torbjorn does get taken down. Got a coalescence. We used it, but there's just no one there. I don't know if you can just directly fade jump. That's why I went onto the little ledge there. I don't know if I needed it or not. I think you do. Anyway, Anna slept us, but she hasn't got very far away. Oh, hopefully they missed the shot. That's good. We should get the Sojourn here. Torb looks like he wants to try and push us a little bit. Actually, he was distracted by somebody else. We're just kind of in the spawn. Mercy's there as well. Also eliminated. Sigma not looking at us. We can chain grasp off of the shield. Zen actually gets blocked out by our Mei. Has to rotate around. We're just kind of spawn camping him right now. Another railgun faded. Sojourn went up top before, so we were holding the orb for just a second. The orb bounce is brutal for the Ana. We do get slept though. We have got fade straight up top. Medkit gadget now, still on the spawn camp. Torb's behind us. Not where you want little guy to be. We do manage to take him down as well. Turret's there. We're just gonna make sure we've got an orb for ourselves while we take it down. Medkit gadget over onto the supports. Mercy's very, very low. Ryan with the shatter misses it on the Ana somehow. Sojourn's also very weak. Gonna finish him off with Coalescence Sigma. We're gonna get the kill before the map ends. No, not quite. We're up to 18 eliminations in that round. MVP. We get a nice 20k cash again, up to 35,000 cash. I mean, we only started with 14, so we did earn quite a bit. 1-1 is the score. Of course, we've only been in the game for one round. And, I mean, that was feeling pretty good. Let's go for the same build. Necrotic Orb, 21,000 cash to play with. The question is, what are we going to sell? So, if I was in competitive, I wouldn't sell electrolytes here. I love that item too much. But in this scenario, we're not actually getting eliminated that often. So it's probably quite nice to sell that item and get something else. Look at this for a hybrid build. Shield Buster, Weapon Jammer, 3-tap Tommy Gun, Wrist Wraps, Nano Cola, and Medkit Gadget. That's quite a lot of AP on there as well. We only have 349 max health right now. It's really nice that the gadget gives us 25. That just makes this build really decent. Junkrat's going for some crazy spam. Looks so cool as well with the particle effect. So we try and spam as well, but I think their one looked a little bit more impressive. So we got a 1,575 bounty on our head. And the enemy team gets an 8% boost. And in quick play, that could be quite a lot. Enemy Torbjorn seems to be going for... Looked like it's a stick the turrets to the wall build. I mean, they had it last round, so I imagine... Yeah, they would have it this round. Did they have it? Yeah, they did. I'm tired, guys. As normal. Right, let's get aggressive. Got 3-tap as well. Can attack the shields a little bit. Waiting for a rock. Wasn't actually aimed at us. Rotation of the angle. Necrotic Orb over onto the Torbjorn and may have splashed another target. Torbjorn doesn't know where he's going here. Mercy's also in trouble. Let's get taken down. Support the Rhine. Sojourn didn't push that way. There's the turrets. Use the Medkit gadget actually to make sure that we chain grasp onto those turrets because they take ages to kill. And dodge the sleep dart. Anna saves herself with a nano though. And of course, the cheeky little fade jump up top. The orb should bounce around. Actually, we see players all the way down the bottom. Necrotic Orb on them. Doesn't last that long and the damage reduction is not huge. But still can always hit it. Wanted to fire the orb in there and... Oh, the teams... Look at the spawn turrets! Oh, Zen's just about living. Just. Sojourn's just about living as well. We get slept right in front of their spawn. That's okay, I think. Was going to necrotic orb that Sojourn just in case she was going to hit that railgun shot as it came in. And now we find ourselves actually out at the front of their base. Anna didn't land the sleep. Our team kind of cleaning up. Wanted to jump up top and support the team, but we fall back down. Even with the spawn turrets, you know, they do something here. Sojourn is going to get eliminated. Nice little show jumping fade jump up top. No MVP this round. That honor goes to Zen. Yeah, we didn't earn that much. 10k. Were we just not in the combat? Was that all? Not sure. Right, close range map. At least we get to go through to around 4. So we've got 10k cash to play with. If we sell Nano Cola, which gives 15% AP, and we have 15,000 cash, we could get Champions Kit to give us 35% AP. Now, other than that, I'm looking at what items I could sell. We could obviously get something like Cyber Venom and then sell wrist wraps or Shield Buster probably. But actually, this looks kind of clean. Like we got 50% AP. We had 15% weapon power. We're obviously getting attack speed. 20% from booster jets, and we're going to get 20% from weapon jammer. Looking at some alternatives, but I think Champions Kit is probably the way. That's going to make our orbs hurt a lot. Also, it's going to make Necrotic Orb hurt a little bit more. So yeah, I'm actually kind of liking this for this scenario. I don't think it's, you know, the best Moira build. I think you need a bit more survivability. But if I was playing a competitive game and it was going like this, this is also the build I'd probably play. No electrolytes though. We miss it. As soon as you sell that item, you just notice how slow everything is. But, you know, we are still there. Sojourn trying that disrupt to shot over onto us. I accidentally hit both Necrotic Orb and Medkit there, so that's inefficient use, but we are going to go straight away for a rotation around. Fire that orb so that it bounces in. Chain Grasp, Sojourn, Necrotic Orb on them. I don't know why, just because we can. I mean, Sigma's very, very low here. Anna nades coming in. I wanted to heal them, but they were anti. Necrotic Orb maybe save somebody. Mercy's somewhere around here, but we got locked onto a turret. Not actually locked on, I just mean like off focus. Okay, bounce the orb over to the Sojourn. A little bit scary. Do you manage to dodge the railgun shot? Yeah, we're going to fade all the way back here. They are actually chasing. Necrotic Orb. Think that, yeah, that hit Sigma and Torbjorn there. Sigma's going to try and absorb our projectiles, but that's not going to work. Fade the rock. That Anna's a little bit scary. Necrotic Orb over onto Anna and Mercy. But there's too many threats there. Let's just go straight in with an aggressive Coalescence. It's non-stop from us right now. Sojourn's trying to fall back. Torbjorn the new target. Sojourn does get taken down. Bounce an orb. Heal Orb goes the other way. Medkit Gadget hopefully getting some kills over onto the Anna. Gonna have to fade back a little bit. Oh, 31 health, 29 health. Okay, trying to heal the Junkrat. This is actually kind of tricky to manage, both healing, self-healing, and killing the turret. We do manage it. Staying alive. Anna's here. Necrotic Orb onto them. It's not going to be enough to save the Junkrat. But that is it. Mercy. Oh, no. Wait. Mercy did get to the point on time. 42 eliminations, 0 deaths, nearly 20k damage. Yeah, we turned that one around for our team. I think they would agree. But people don't seem to talk in quick play. Oh, we also get play of the game again. Let's have a look what this one was. Oh, this was the flank. Yeah, lost track of a few players here. Like, where's the Anna here? We see her and then losing the Mercy, but still, a 0 death game's kind of cool. Well, we're going to go for a third and final game We're up against an Orisa who's using critical charger. So javelins can crit. I don't think I've ever seen an Orisa run that. So I'm thinking already, like in this time, I'm not only just thinking about the Tracer flanking and hearing the Genji footsteps. I'm thinking, is that a build I should try? Crit javelins has got to be super satisfying. Obviously, if you hit them, if you don't, then it's terrible. Right, we saw the sports groups up here. That's who we're going to try and target. Anna misses the sleep dart. Zen's out there. Does hit a nice little shot, but we managed to take him down. Can we get back to our team in time? Not really. Orisa charging up that javelin. And try and chase this Tracer down. Or she does run out that door. I mean, she'll get hit by the spawn turrets. I should have chased that. Because they can only really go up this way. You can't rotate around. Spawn turrets are going to really hurt. But there is somebody on the point, and I want to go and not give them the point for free. We do actually get the touch, which is nice. Well, I say give them the point for free and then take it off of us. Orisa's javelin hits the brick wall next to her. We do get discorded, so we may have to fade this one. Orisa pushing forward like she has an ult, but I don't think she has it at this point. Genji's taken down, aggressive push over onto the Zen. Zen opts not to go back towards the spawn, which is the smart choice. Would have immediately got killed. So good play from the Zen, but yeah, nothing you can really do there. Anna's getting some damage over onto us. Tracer's trying to push us, but yeah, it's going to struggle there. I fade back early there because if I do get slept, I'm not going to have the health to survive. Okay, Anna misses the sleep. Tracer's on us. Pulse bomb missed. He's trying to get some pressure over onto Genji. Anticipated there that he was actually going to climb rather than just run round. Can we push the Zen over near the spawn? We use medkit just because we can. A couple of the enemy team leave the game. Or at least, yeah, actually 2 of them did. Somebody else joined apparently. We get MVP. 19,000 cash earned after round 1. I must say that I'm not enjoying quick play that much. I found that most games end up going like this, and in some of the games you just get a bunch of levers on your team, and yeah, it becomes a real struggle. I genuinely think that at this point Blizzard should probably get rid of quick play. But I think if they wanted to compromise, I think they should, and this is only to compromise, I think they should put the games to be this like 1st to 3 format, and then still have the ranking system, but then have no quick play. Now, I don't think this is the better format. I think this is worse, but part of the reason why people will play quick play over competitive is because the games are very long. And this way, rather than them just leaving Stadium, at least it would feel like they're still getting those quicker games in the format that they're familiar with. And in terms of competitive, well, people would normally play competitive because they want to actually climb a ranking ladder. And, you know, that can still be present. Of course, the one that is present is the worst ranking system in any online game ever. It's the equivalent of leveling up your hero in World of Warcraft. Like, just keep playing and get to level 80 or whatever it is. I don't know what it is these days. That's what the ranking system feels like. It's completely pointless. It's a participation trophy, and it's really disappointing. Like, when did gaming get so soft? Like, it's disappointing because it's just not satisfying. Like, I remember back in the day having to grind out trying to achieve a new peak ranking, and I'd get within like 3 SR of it, and it'd be like, right, just need to win the next game. This is my peak ranking game. And then I'd go on a 15 game lose streak, and it's heartbreaking. It's stressful. You just wanted to quit, but you find the courage to carry on grinding, and eventually you hit that new peak, and it's the kind of thing you take screenshots of. Like, you telling the people on your friends list, yes, finally hit that 4,500 SR. Like, it took me months. I was 3 away at one point. Yeah, this is all true story of, like, basically my experience in competitive before. Now it's like, guys, I'm playing well. I want to know how well I am doing against other players in the game. But they play more than me because they don't have jobs or a family. And therefore I can never actually... Yeah, it's just a dumb system. Doesn't mean there shouldn't be any competitive system, like in Quickplay, because then we have nothing to play for. And that's like playing poker for play money. People just go all in with stupid hands because they just want to see what the cards were. And yeah, and other people, they just don't care about the results, so they play silly. So I think, yeah, that's where they should be. Well, where we should be in terms of competitive and Quickplay with Stadium. We spent half of the game doing that. Orisa pushes back. I keep mistiming my necrotic orbs. Look at the healing. I keep mistiming them and Orisa's getting the deflect on them, which is unfortunate. But I don't think the deflect is ever hitting me. It's just not, you know, working against the Orisa. Try and kill that Zen. Not going to be able to. I was trying to time the orb for when the Zen comes out of that room. It wouldn't have killed him anyway. May helping the enemy team, I think, because we probably would have been able to chain grasp off of that one. We saw the low health Genji. We're going to push that with a flank. The orb's not perfect. We tried an ambitious bounce. The earlier we get the orb out, the faster we get a cooldown for a new orb. Orisa's in a bit of trouble. So are we, though. We're going to have to fade back. Genji, please don't see us during your ultimate. Okay. Right, heal orb first. Chain grasp off of all of the players. Moira is chasing us. We do have Cole. I know that they're using Transcendence right now, but it's for the self-heal and also to be able to potentially heal other players on our team. Tracer's chasing us. Heal orb in the little room. Let's go in there then. Chain grasp, medkit as well. Genji's getting very low. Tracer's also really low. Trying to put damage over onto him. Now it's a Moira. We'll take you all on. Okay, I mean, if a Zen's going to come in there and discord us and... We would have had the Moira there, by the way. Say use damage orbs, multi-ball, and we had a cross-orbal orb up. We for sure would have won that one. But yeah, Zenyatta exists. Okay, damage orb bounced off of that little... I don't know what it is. Is it an advertising board or something? Either way, Chain Grasp was going huge there. Sigma ult's going to be a little bit brutal, actually. It does nothing because Orisa fortified out of it, I think. And we do win that round. Nearly 8k damage. Aggressive Moira is so much fun to play. 18k cash earned. Enemy Moira earning quite a lot, actually, with their orb-based build. But we are putting out the damage. In fact, they earned a lot considering they're just extendrils and a couple of greens. Yeah, that's quite a lot. They must have done a fair amount of healing. I don't know. Either way, I didn't look at it. Keep the same build again. Yes, of course, in Quickplay we could go for, you know, any sort of trolley build. But I kind of wanted to judge the impact of, well, what if I was in mega try-hard mode? Like, what if I was building my go-to chain grasp, cross-orbal, necrotic orb build with loads of weapon power and or attack speed and little bits of ability power. 3-tap Tommy gun leaves us with an awkward amount of cash. 14k. We'd have to sell two. Yeah, this is annoying. 2 9k items. What are we going to get with that? No, so still juggling them around. None of those are very good. Looks like we're going to the blues. If we get Talon, we can't really afford much else. Advanced antibiotics would be nice here. We've got 5k to spare. We still need a gadget though because we sold our med kit. So we're going to go and get the field support gadget. 3-tap Tommy gun as well. It's got a longer cooldown than med kit, but it does give us a little bit of weapon power, and that's what we really wanted out of it. Also, some armor is going to be a bit helpful. And we do still have necrotic orb to trigger our chain grasp and, yeah, 3-tap Tommy gun. So the extra 5 seconds isn't going to be the end of the world. We see a player over on the right. Orb goes in. Oh. Necrotic orb. I think it got the Moira as well. The Zen at the back, though, just out of range of the chain grasp. We did anticipate the flank round. Cut them off. They were surprised. Dodge the spear. Sora charging it up. Can basically jump bait that like a railgun shot when they're charging it. Where'd the Genji go? I'm so confused. Did he immediately climb up like through the window? Necrotic Orb onto the Tracer may have helped our Sigma out there. Genji deflecting. The orb does make through. We timed that one perfectly. Still, they're pushing through. Moira does go down to that orb. Genji very low health. Does take the mini though. It's not going to be enough. Okay, got a Necrotic Orb. See, mistimed that. I think, did that affect me? I heard the sound of it. Another flank play. There's the Zen. Necrotic Orb. Definitely helped us with that one. Okay, we're in our med kit. That'll heal us a little bit. Necrotic Orb over onto the Moira. Orisa does hit that spear. It doesn't seem to do much damage though. Okay, already up on the high ground. Necrotic Orb anticipating that spear was coming in, but we dodged it anyway, so it wasn't really worth. Genji again being very sneaky. I think we mistimed it again. I really don't know how long Orisa's javelin spear lasts for. Javelin spin? Javelin, yeah. Okay, judge the angle. Does hit some players. Necrotic Orb hits the Orisa just before she spears us. That's very useful. Gonna fade all the way through. Not medkit gadget, field support gadget. Heal orbs onto him. Try to get a Necrotic Orb over onto the Genji. Bit of damage up top. He's chasing the soldier. We're going to see if we can keep contesting the point. Necrotic Orb onto the Orisa. Zen's getting a bit of damage onto us there. Tracer's now tagged us. We've got no cooldowns left. We're stuck as well. Okay, we've dealt 9,000 damage already, but still just unable to get the kills there. Their healing isn't that great either. I mean, our damage is more than both of their healers combined in terms of healing. So we're just kind of offsetting them at the moment. It probably isn't now, but it was at the time that I said that. Oh, Necrotic Orb on the Orisa, so we tried to just make it so her ult would deal a bit less. Oof, we've got a fade back here. Took a bit of damage, fire the damage orb in. Bit of time just on the heal orb before we push back in. Visor and Coalescence combinations. Zenyatta says he got Transcendence. Doesn't look like it. Orisa is going to get taken down. Oh, Genji's still in. Necrotic Orb if he does try and dash through. May. Okay, back out now. Over onto the Tracer. Same game. Does recall. Moira's not going to get there in time. We do take the match. 22,000 damage, 41 limbs, 2 deaths. Guys, I hope you enjoyed something a little bit different. Just a few quick play games. Let me know in the comments. And next video, I'm deciding it might be some of the Ashe games that I've been playing in Stadium. Or we might be back on ranked. I don't know which, 5v5 or 6v6. Guys, which would you prefer? Let me know. GG. See you in the next one.